now then YouTube, we're back again for another video, and in today's video we've got the muscle group that you all want to see. It's the muscles that every guy wants when the shirt comes off when you're around the pool. Talking about the abs. The reason 99% of people don't have developed abs is because they're training them completely wrong. For some reason, and I don't know why, people tend to think that you need to treat your abs differently to any other muscle group. The way you grow your abs, like any other muscle group, is to train them under resistance, 6 to 10 reps. You chase progressive overload every session and give them enough amount of rest, like you would any muscle. I see a lot of people, they train their abs every day, which is wrong. What they do is they come in and they'll do circuit training, 30, 40, 50 reps on abs. When was the last time you did 40, 50 reps for your chest or back or anything? This is where people fall short. You only need 2 exercises, which I'm going to show you in there. 2 exercises, 2 sets. That's it for 1 session. You're going to do that 3 times a week, every other day. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's all you need to grow and develop your abs. The line is that everyone says abs are made in the kitchen, which I think is totally wrong. Well, it's half right, because the abs are made in the gym and they're revealed in the kitchen. That is how you have a visible six-pack on show. It's about finding the relationship, marrying, bringing your calories down in a deficit and training your abs. And eventually you'll hit this middle point where they'll pop and you'll have muscular abs. Not just a flat stomach, you will actually have a developed six-pack like any other muscle. A lot of people say, oh yeah, you don't have to train your abs, it's all about getting to a low body fat. It's bollocks. You have to train them like you would any other muscle group. So we're gonna go into the gym now and I'm gonna talk you through techniques, how to properly engage your abs, not just work your hip flexors and your legs, which I see people doing, going through the motion. I'm gonna teach you how to properly engage and train your abs. Let's get it. First exercise you're gonna wanna do is a cable crunch. I'm gonna show you how to do that now. You wanna do 1 set probably, 6 to 10 reps. And then once you've finished 10, take 10 seconds rest and then go in again and do as many reps as you can. I'll show you right now. Then you wanna rest 10-15 seconds and then do another set to failure, and then that's it for the first exercise. The important thing to know when you're doing this exercise is to properly engage the abs, you need spinal flexion. And what that means is you're going to curve your spine forwards, your shoulders are going to come down towards your knee, and that's how you're going to engage your abs. If you keep a straight spine, you're just going to be training hip flexors and you're going to get no real engagement on the abs themselves. So first exercise, cable crunch, 6 to 10 reps, rest 15 seconds, do another set to failure. That's it. Exercise number 2 is going to be a hanging leg raise. Difference between good abs and great abs is the bottom 2. How you get the bottom 2 to pop is how I'm going to show you now. A lot of people, and I mean 9 out of 10, probably 10 out of 10, do this next exercise incorrectly. I'm going to show you again how to engage the lower abs. When you mix with a calorie deficit and your cardio, that is how you get the bottom 2 abs to pop, giving you a full six-pack. All right. When it comes to the hanging leg raise, what most people do wrong is they just train the hip flexors. Much like the cable crunch, you're looking for spinal flexion, but in this case, you're bringing your hips up towards your shoulders. So you curve your hips up and forward, that's how you engage that lower portion of the abs. I'm going to show you how not to do it. The mistake people make is they do this, train all hip flexors. Instead, what you want to do is curve your hips up and then slowly on the way down. That is how you contract your lower abs. So this is quite a difficult exercise. Once you've done your cable crunch, you're going to come on here and do 1 set to absolute failure. If you can't do this, I'm going to give you now a variant, a beginner stage of what you need to be doing before you can build up to this one. This is called a bottoms up crunch. Same principle, hips come forward, you squeeze your lower abs and push out. Up and push behind you and down. Don't put your feet back on the floor. Push and behind. And behind. making sure you're getting the curve in the spine, bringing the hips forward. That is how you properly train your lower abs. A lot of people, they message me and they say, oh George, I've only got the top 4 abs. How do you get the bottom one? Everybody has a full 8-pack to some degree. Yeah, they all might be in a different place, but everyone has the same layout. We all have abs under there somewhere. What you need to realize is the lower abs pop once you keep going in the deficit and once you get your body fat down low enough. That is the last place right here. Here is the last place the body fat leaves. So you haven't just got a 4-pack, you just need to keep going with your deficit and keep training like I'm showing you. 3 sets every other day, and eventually you'll meet that middle point where your abs will just explode. So that concludes my ab workout, and honestly those are the only 2 ab exercises that I've just shown you in there. That is all you need to develop a 6-pack. As I said before, matched with diet and cardio, making sure you're in the deficit. That's how the abs show, but you need to build them so they pop, so you get those dimples in between your abs. So when somebody takes off the shirt and you look and you see them and you're like, whoa, that is how it is done, by training it heavy, training your abs heavy and under resistance, exactly like you train your chest, back, shoulders, biceps, whatever. So if I could do the Men in Black thing and erase your memory of everything you've been taught about abs in the past circuits and stuff like that, I would do that now, because that is rubbish. It's a waste of time. Train your abs like any other muscle. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you slam that like button, hit the subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll catch you in the next one.